Well, if you guys have been following along, about a month or two ago, I went and butchered our Mangalitsa boar, and I finally went and got another boar, and while I was there, they went and asked me if I want a free boar while I'm there. So there's 2 new boars in here. One of them is massive, as you'll see in a bit. But when we brought this little guy in, him and the sow just went to fighting like crazy. So I quickly was able to separate her because these other boars were not used to electric fence, and I didn't want them to get out by being pushed by a pig. And they almost did get out. But now the new pigs know where the electric fence is and know that there's a boundary there. And hopefully, if they're fighting, they won't forget and get out of the fence.
She already wants to eat him alive.
They're just going to have to figure it out and establish their dominance.
Be careful, Jared.
They're not going to get me.
Yeah, but if you're in the line of fire, that's what I'm worried about.
I hope they resolve their differences because this is supposed to be her next baby daddy. Dang. I had him separated for 3 days, hoping that they'd get used to each other across the fence, and well, maybe that's it. Is he gonna breed her already? The main reason that I wanted to open her up this early is because Corn Cob, the little pig on the other side, last night was raining and snowing, and the big boars kept him out of that shelter, and the sow was in this one. Is he breeding?
Are you serious? Already?
I don't think he's actually breeding her yet. Or is he? Yeah. Dadgum. So we had a boar and had 2 litters of pigs out of that sow, and I've never seen them breed. I need to write down this date because it takes 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days for the piglets to get born. It lasted for quite a while the first time, and now they've bred another once or twice. I don't know. I've never seen my pigs breed, so I don't know how long that lasts. So the way it happened, when I was getting that little boar, they were like, I'll make you a good deal on that big one. And I said no, and they're like, well, you can take him for free. So I figured I couldn't turn down free food. He's probably at least, I'm guessing, 500 pounds. Too big for a breeder, I think, from what I've read online. Come on, pig. Come on. Come on. It's gonna destroy my shelter. He's a Hereford. They're just down there in the woods, fighting some, breeding some. Dadgum. Our old boar's name was Nugent. Guess we gotta come up with a name for this one. Actually, our 3-year-old, but he named that small one there, the feeder pig, named him Corn Cob, which we thought's a pretty good name, so maybe we'll get him to name the new boar. I'd say just, well, good night. The reason that I got a new boar is because I'm phasing out the Mangalitsas, and I'm hoping this cross will do good. And the reason I want to phase out the Mangalitsas is because they're just too fatty. And I knew they were lard pigs when I got them. Also, you often hear them that they're the Wagyu of pigs because of some article that a chef wrote. So when Wagyu has intramuscular marbling, and which makes steak or makes beef very good. And so, you know, I thought they're going to have intramuscular marbling and supposed to be way better. Now, it is good pork, but there is no intramuscular marbling. And your pork chops will be this little. Your bacon will be 99% fat instead of, you know, 50, 60% fat like I think normal bacon is. And they're also a slow grower. And then I like to get a large black sow. Large black is a breed, and we raised some last year, and they are amazing pigs. And they can have like 15, 18 piglets. So keep a little boar from her and from the new boar. Buy a large black. And then when they're big enough, then those will be my new breeding pair. And what I'm going to do with this big boy is butcher him. Now he's a boar, and you know, so I guess he'll have some boar taint. But what I've heard is if you go and cure the meat and also you make sausage from it, that it often isn't bad, especially if you shoot the boar when it's not under stress. So that's why I'm switching from Mangalisas. I know Mangalisas are great because I know people that swear by them, love them, and that's just fine. I'm glad there's people like Mangalisas. It's just not a pig that I want. That boar right there is the new boar, not this Hereford big old boy, but that smaller boar is a Hereford Berkshire mix. And then if he breeds with this Mangalisa, it'll be a Hereford Berkshire Mangalisa cross boar to a large black sow. So it'll be a 4-way mix, but it'll have the, you know, I think it'll be a good piglet. Maybe I'll make my own breed of piglets out of that. My next video, I'll probably be butchering that big boy. Not sure. I'm actually butchering a beef right now. Me and my brother-in-law butcher another beef. So once that's done, then butchering that hog and probably corn cob right there. Gotta butcher him. And then that's it for the big animal butchering this year. All we'll have left is chickens later on this spring or summer.